Welcome once again to another week for your Italian Serie A predictions. I hope you had a wonderful game week previously and you won some money and strengthen your bank balance so that you can take that vacation at the end of the year or maybe next year. Anyways, we are going to head straight into it and we're going to start with Napoli versus Torino. Napoli being at home here. We're against Torino. It should be an interesting one somewhat. It might be a bit close, never know. But in terms of result, I would say I'm going to say here either team to win and both not to score. In terms of a goal prediction, I would say 2-1 in favor of Napoli. On the handicap system, I would go ahead and I'm going to take Napoli here to win this one by a goal. In terms of goals, I would say over 1.5 for this game. And so therefore my predictions for the Napoli versus Torino game, I'm expecting both teams not to score and either win. That's a double chance. Predicted scoreline, I'm saying 2-1 in favor of Napoli. On the handicap system, I go with Napoli to win by a goal, and also I'm expecting over 1.5 goals for this game. And my humblest apologies. Here with knowing motorcycle, and so let's get straight into our next game, which is Milan versus Roma. Alright, Inter Milan versus Roma. This should be an interesting one. I'm going to go with this one to be a draw. Both teams to score, and in terms of a double chance, I'd say either to win and both to score. Predict scoreline here, I'm having here 2-all. And in terms of the handicap system, I would go with a +1 for Inter Milan. Alright, so predictions for Inter Milan versus Roma. Inter Milan being at home, I'm expecting this game to end in a draw. Here I am saying that both teams to score, and also in terms of a double chance, I'd say either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline, I have 2-all here, and in terms of the handicap system, I go with +1 for Inter Milan. Alright. So on to the next game, which is Empoli versus AC Milan. Empoli versus AC Milan here now. Empoli versus AC Milan. Empoli versus AC Milan. Empoli versus AC Milan. AC Milan to win. And also expecting here in terms of a double chance, I'd say either to win and both not to score. Alright then, and our next prediction here, I say 2-0 in favor of AC Milan. On the handicap system, I would go ahead and I'll take AC Milan at +1. Alright, in terms of number of goals, I'm expecting over 1.5. Predictions for AC Milan versus Empoli. Empoli being the home team, I'm expecting AC Milan to win. In terms of a double chance, I'll say either to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline 2-0 in favor of AC Milan. On the handicap system, I'm going to go with +1 for AC Milan. And in terms of goals, I'm saying over 1.5 goals in this game. Alright, so those are my predictions for the Empoli versus AC Milan game, and we're going to jump on over into our next game, which is Lazio versus Spezia. And in this game now, I'm expecting Lazio to win here. Lazio to win. And in terms of a thing there, I would go ahead and I'd say either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline, I have here 3-1 in favor of Lazio. If you want to go on the handicap system, I'll go ahead and I'll take Lazio to win this one by a goal. Alright. So predictions for this game, Lazio versus Spezia. I'm expecting Lazio to win. In terms of double chance, I go out on the limb, I'd say either to win and both to score. And also my predicted scoreline 3-1 in favor of Lazio. And on the handicap system, I would go with Lazio to win this one by a goal. Alright, so we're going to jump to the next game after this Lazio versus Spezia game. And we're going to Lecce versus Cremonese. And my predictions for Lecce versus Cremonese, I have Lecce to win this game. both teams to score, yes. And in terms of a double chance, either to win and both to score. Predicted score line here, I'm saying 2-1 in favor of Lecce. Don't want to bet the score line, you can always go on the handicap system, and if you go on the handicap system, I'm going to take Lecce at +1. Alright? That means if they do lose the game, they should not lose by no more than a goal. Alright? And if the game draws, then that means they would win. You would win this bet. Alright? So predictions. Lecce versus Cremonese. I'm expecting Lecce to win. Both teams to score, I'm saying yes. In terms of double chance, I say either to win and both to score, yes. Alright? And also my scoreline here, I have 2-1 in favor of Lecce. And I will take Lecce on the handicap system at +1. Alright? So see that lean on to our next game here, which is Sampdoria versus Monza. Sampdoria versus Monza. Sampdoria versus Monza here. Let's see. That number of goals here. Over 1.5. Next after that, then I'm going to give you my predicted scoreline, and my predicted scoreline for this game is I'm expecting here expecting a 2-1 victory for Sampdoria. Otherwise, I think this game is going to end in a draw. Alright. In terms of the handicap system, I'll go ahead and I'll take Monza at +1. Alright. Okay then. So predictions for this game, I'm expecting over 1.5 goals. Predicted scoreline 2-1 in favor of Sampdoria, and on the handicap system I go with Monza at +1. Alright. So those are my predictions for the Sampdoria versus Monza game. And we're going to jump right on to our next game, which is Sassuolo versus Salernitana. Sampdoria versus Nitana. I'm just going to show you calling it out. I can't pronounce the word. Yes, I've been trying for weeks. Alright, so in terms of predictions, I'm going to say here both teams to score. In terms of double, I'd say either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this game to go at 2-all. Alright. In terms of a handicap system, I would go and I would take Sassuolo at +1. Alright. So again, predictions for the Sassuolo versus Salernitana game. I'm expecting both teams to score. In terms of a double chance, I'd say either to score, either to win, that is, and both to score. Predicted scoreline 2-all. And on the handicap system, I'll go with Sassuolo at +1. Alright. So we'll jump down to our next game here. Atalanta versus Fiorentina. Atalanta versus Fiorentina. Atalanta to win here. Both teams to score. I'm going to say yes. And then I'm going to take this bet as well. Either to win and both to score. Predicted score line here for me, I'm saying 3-1 in favor of Atalanta. On the handicap system, I'll go ahead and take Atalanta at +1. Alright, then predictions for Atalanta versus Fiorentina. I'm expecting Atalanta to win. I'm expecting both teams to score. In terms of a double chance, I'd say either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline 3-1 in favor of Atalanta, I do believe. And on the handicap system, I'll go with Atalanta at +1. Yeah. Alright then, so those are my predictions for the Atalanta versus Fiorentina game. Our next game is Juventus versus Bologna. Juventus versus Bologna. Juventus being at home versus Bologna here. Bologna, in terms of goals, I'm going to say under 3.5 for this game. In terms of a result, I'm going to say here I have Juventus to win this one 2-0. In terms of the handicap system, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go with Juventus. Win this one by goal. Alright? Mind you, they're a tricky team. They might not win this one by a goal. Alright, but I'm going with them here. Alright then, so in terms of predictions, I have here 3. I'm expecting that this game should end with under 3.5 goals. Predicted scoreline 2-0 in favor of Juventus. In terms of the handicap system, I go with Juventus to win by a goal. Alright, so go ahead and pick your choice from any of these 3. Any of these 3. Alright, moving on to the next game. Moving on to the next game, folks. Let's hurry along. Moving on to our next game. Right, and that is Hellas Verona versus Udinese. And this is the final game for this game week. And I hope that you all are taking notes. And I hope that you go ahead and you break the bank this week, yeah? Verona versus Udinese. Verona versus Udinese. I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to say this one is the goal game. And I do believe that this one is going to end in a draw. So, in terms of a double chance, I'm going to go on the handicap system as well. I'm going to take Verona at +1. In terms of goals, I'm expecting over 1.5 for this game. Predictions for the Verona versus Udinese game. I'm expecting both teams to score. Wouldn't be surprised if they don't. Udinese tends not to score some of the times. So might be a challenge. But however, I'm expecting a 1-1 draw as well. On the handicap system, I go with Verona at +1. And also, I'm expecting over 1.5 goals for this game. Alright? And so, that's how the cookie crumbles for this week for your Italian Serie A. Alright, so continue to watch my videos, subscribe, like these videos, and share them on your social media pages with your friends and followers. And thank you very much, and have a great weekend.